Today I have Filip on the channel again. Last time you were on, we talked about your workflow when mixing monitors.
Yeah.
Link up here. What are we doing today?
Today we're comparing the new LV1 Classic mixer with the Modular system. So we've got two Modular systems here and the new LV1 Classic.
Awesome. And today we're not in my studio and we're not in your studio, so where are we?
Today we are at RRS studio in Stockholm. And this place we use for production rehearsals. So before going on tour, we practice with bands and before corporate events.
Absolutely. And we do quite a lot of corporate live streaming events here as well. So this is a big, cozy, nice place to do all kinds of things.
Yeah.
So thanks to RRS for letting us use this space today. And now let's take a look at the consoles.
Today we have three different systems of the LV1. Can you please tell me about your build?
Let's have a look.
Yeah.
Right, so this is my case, and the case itself, it's just a 5-unit rack case. And inside I have a host computer, a Intel NUC, running the LV1. I control this, of course, with a touch screen and also the Fit controller. Then I have a second computer for tracking and virtual sound check with a switch back here. So I will switch between the two computers using the same touch screen. So there's just a quick button on the back for switching between tracking and the LV1. On the back side, I have the Ionic 16 box with 16 analog in and 12 out. And this one also has AES. I also have a managed switch inside, making it possible to run two networks in one cable and also have a redundant cable between front of house and the stage. And up here is a link for a video where I go through all of that. And the most important thing, the headphone stand, of course. So that's my rig. Now let's have a look at yours.
Let's do it. Yeah, okay, so this is my system. Everything fits in this case called Kassaapparaten, made in Sweden. I have a touchscreen, a Fit controller, two computers, one for tracking, one for the LV1. I have an unmanaged switch and then a DS Pro 1000 instead of the Ionic 16. And I have a button to go between the two computers using the same screen. I have a light on top, light bar, and then also a headphone stand. Joe, if you're not building your own system, now you can buy an LV1 Classic.
Finally! So what do we got here?
We have a big, beautiful display.
Sure, this is bigger than ours, right?
Yeah, but we can have a bigger screen if we want to. That's the beauty thing with the modular system. Sure. You can have a 42-inch wide screen if you want to, but
really tour-friendly.
Not really.
No.
This, on the other hand, is a really nice big display and new faders.
Yeah.
They're not the same as the Fit controller.
Exactly, and these faders, they feel really nice. The faders on the Fit controller are fine, but
a bit plastic.
Yeah. So yeah, these faders feel much more like real faders, I would say.
Yeah.
And also the sound when switching between layers.
Smooth.
Not smooth.
Not so smooth. We also have new buttons.
Yeah. So at the top we have the kind of exact same thing as on the Fit controller with select buttons that can be turned to user keys.
Yes.
But then there's a bit of a difference in the layout. So on the LV1 Classic we have dedicated buttons for pan, gain, and the plug-in edits.
Yeah.
And these corresponds to the rotary
encoder.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So, but on the Fit controller, all of these are done with one.
Yes, so this is the same button for everything. So you switch from gain to pan to plug-in control.
Right, if you have that set up.
In the setup page.
Yeah, right.
Yes.
Then we have just two user-defined keys on this one, whereas on the Fit controller
We have 3.
we have 3.
Yes.
Then on the Fit controller, there's a button for storing a new scene. I don't think I've ever used that one. So,
No, me neither. But it's there if you want to.
Yeah, on this one, it's not.
No.
I don't think it's a loss. Then we have the button for the custom layers.
Yes, that's
Same thing.
exactly the same.
Then we have the spill and the flip.
I have the flip and the spill.
So for
Some reason.
they've just switched places on the flip and the spill. So I don't know, because of reasons.
Because of reasons.
All right.
But the buttons, they feel kind of the same.
Yeah, I would say
A bit more premium on this one.
slightly, but yeah, more or less the same.
Yes.
There's a bigger difference with the faders.
Yes.
Well, we have the tap tempo button as well. That it's a bit smaller.
Yeah.
So yeah,
But it's still there.
absolutely.
And also the new rotaries, they also feel better.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And they can be toggled as well, the same as on the Fit controller. However, as of right now, the toggle switch has no function. But perhaps they will. I would suggest making the select buttons on these so that I can have my user keys up all of the time.
Please, Waves.
And as you can see on the scribble strip, you now have metering. So that's a big step up from the Fit controller.
Yes, that's really nice. And now also on the scribble strip, there's a new layout.
Yeah, and it's much better, more clear, because the old one on the Fit controller isn't really all that good.
No, it's hard to see what the channel name is and everything.
Yeah. So this is a big step up with the scribble strip on the LV1 Classic.
Yeah. So on the back side, we have an Ionic 16.
Yeah, basically, or it's exactly an Ionic 16.
Yeah, the same preamps.
Yep.
So 16 in, 12 out, and AES in and out.
Yep.
We got 2 power supplies.
Yeah. And that's something that we don't have on our system. So
No.
That's a win.
And then we have 4 ports of the SoundGrid network.
Yeah, so 2 with Ethercon connections and 2 with regular RJ45 connections. Then we have the network connection, so that will be used to running the iPad app.
Yes. And then we have 8 USB ports.
Yeah, so 6 down here and 2 up here.
And in the back here, we have a knob for controlling the brightness of the display. And this is a bright display.
Yeah, it's really bright. So I would imagine it would be no problem using this in broad daylight.
Just beside the knob for the brightness control, you have also the restart button.
Yeah, and this doesn't really restart everything, right?
No, it only restarts the computer, so the server is still active.
So the user interface is a bit different. I mean, it looks a bit different. It has the same functionality.
Yeah, so it's a bit darker on the LV1 Classic.
Yeah, but you have the same stuff.
Yes.
So there's a lot of similarities between the two systems. While we have the dedicated computer for tracking,
Yeah.
inside this one you can record 16 channels. So in here you have a local media section in the patch where you can patch in up to 16 channels to record, and you just press the rec button and hit record. If you just need to record 16 channels, you can do it inside the console, but you can of course connect a second computer as we do.
Yeah. So when we take a look at the servers, we have 3 different configurations right now.
Yeah.
So the LV1 Classic has the server inside.
Exactly.
And this one we have connected a Extreme server.
Right.
And on this one we have connected a Tactus front of house server.
That's right. And all of them are running the exact same show file.
Yeah.
So how much power do the Tactus front of house server use?
In this session, we are at 48%.
Right?
On the Extreme server, we are at 30%.
And on the Classic, we are at 52.
And that was a bit shocking.
Yeah, I was a bit surprised.
Yeah. So 52 on the new LV1 Classic and 48 on the old Tactus front of house.
Yeah, the
server.
Really old server. So, but there you go. And let's have a look at the server specs.
So here you can see the specs of the different servers. So this is for the Tactus front of house. This is for the Extreme server. And this is for the LV1 Classic server. On this setup page, there is one button that's different, the admin button.
Right. And the admin button is, well, on our systems, it's a regular PC, so we can install everything we want. We can use it as any PC. It's not the exact same. So let's press the admin button and see what happens. And hopefully we don't blow this up, because then Danne Jansson will be quite mad.
Now we have left the LV1 system and we are in Windows, kind of.
Yeah, kind of. It's like a Windows skin.
Yeah.
So, well, it is Windows, but it's not the Windows we have.
No.
And I guess people smarter than me could explain this, but what you have here is a few stuff, but you have the Waves Central in here. So to download plugins and to deal with licenses and stuff, this is where you would do it. And let's actually just leave this one before we break anything and go back.
Let's go back to the LV1.
Yeah.
How long does it take to start up the systems? Let's check.
3, 2, 1, go.
So Joe, the big question.
Yeah.
If you didn't have your mixer,
Yeah.
would you buy an LV1 Classic or would you build your own?
Yeah, that's a good question. And I'm not really sure, actually. I mean, the screen is awesome on this one.
Yeah.
And the faders are great. I love the scribble strip. So the Classic has a lot of things going for it. However, I do like that I have the computer for tracking 128 channels.
Yeah.
Built into mine. I like that I can fold my screen.
It's a bit smaller.
It's a bit small, absolutely. And there's a lot of space around. So it feels, I wouldn't say chunky, but feeling on our systems is that they are so small and compact. This is a bit bigger, I would say. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure. How about you?
Well, I'm thinking the same thing, that I really like having two computers in one case. Yeah. And the good thing about having two computers is also that I have the LV1 installed on the tracking computer as well.
Yeah.
So if the first computer goes down for any reason, I can just move my license and show file and start up.
Yeah.
So it takes me about 20 seconds and I'm back.
Yeah.
And that's really comforting
Exactly,
to have
yeah,
that option.
sure.
But it has taken quite a while to get to this, because I've tried many different cables and things just to connect everything and have it to work.
Yeah.
And the LV1 Classic, it's done from the start.
Exactly. Waves has done all of the thinking that we have spent hours and hours and hours doing. Yeah. So you know that all of the components inside this one, it will work.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But a big surprise for me was the server.
Yeah.
So
same.
I thought it would be better, but now I think if we do the shows that we do,
Yeah.
We need additional servers.
Absolutely. We wouldn't be able to do that with just the server built in. How about if they were to release a big one with, say, 32 faders, 2 screens, more like a...
Bigger console?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Well, then it gets interesting. Then I can have this one for like touring, to have a small mixer, and then a big one. But now you can also add a fit controller to this one. You can add a second screen, so you can do it.
Yeah, exactly. You can add more stuff to this should you need to.
Because this is still a modular system.
Absolutely.
So this is a case, a server, faders, screen, everything, and I/O, but you can still add to it.
Absolutely.
And that's the beauty of LV1 systems.
So yeah, we are kind of in the same boat that probably not go there since we have ours.
But it's a really nice option.
Yeah, it is.
Considering the price, it's a really good console for the money.
Absolutely.
Yes.
All right, that's it. Please let us know if you have any questions, and take care.
Take care.